Hello YouTube, this is an update video on my PowerMac G5 with some components. First of all, this is this neat little Radeon X800 card. I'm going to flash this one to a Mac BIOS if I can, if it will accept appropriate clock speeds. So I can use them on PowerMac G5. And if it doesn't work out, then I'm going to use them on Pentium 4 system. But either way, I'm going to use this thing. It's a ATI all-in-wonder Radeon X800. With a Fatality aftermarket cooling unit. It's pretty neat. It's got some RAM heat sinks everywhere. And of course it has a power connector. Unfortunately, this is a floppy power connector. That kind of put me off because I bought, as you can see here, I bought a Molex splitter and a Molex extension cable so I could use it with this video card. But now I see that I bought the wrong cable. I'm gonna have to see if I can get a Molex to floppy adapter cable. So until I can get that stuff fixed, I'm gonna have to use this card in a PC, and I can do some extensive testing on it to see if it will actually fit my needs. If this doesn't work out, I'm just gonna get a 6600 GT or GeForce card and flash that or whatever. They're pretty cheap and they're pretty easy to come by, so. I suppose that's a good option as well. Aside from that, I also got this little thing. If you people don't know what this is a PowerMac G5 Wi-Fi antenna for Airport Extreme, so that's 802.11g. And yeah, I guess it's time to actually put this thing in. Right now, the PowerMac G5 is back there. As you can see, I'm just gonna pull it away from here, and let's see if we can get this thing installed and give you a more in-depth tour of the thing. So first of all, let's just get the PowerMac out of there, and then carry on from there. There she is. There's the beauty, the PowerMac G5. So first of all, let's just I'm gonna put the screwdriver away. Lift away the side panel. There we go. Next, of course, is the acrylic plate. And now we have access to the insides of the PowerMac G5. Would be great if my camera would focus here. Hello, focus. Okay then, so as you can see, here's the video card, and back there is a wireless card that, oddly enough, uses the same chipset as the Airport Extreme. So it is currently working at the same speed of an Airport Extreme card. It's actually being detected as one too, so that's pretty cool. But I'm going to take it out, of course. First of all, I gotta get the ugly black antenna out of there. My girlfriend lended me this thing to see if it would actually, if it would actually work on a G5, on Leopard. Worked in her G4, so I was like, yeah, sure, I can try it, until I can get my antenna fixed. Because I bought this thing without an antenna, without an airport card, because they're freaking optional. But I already got my airport card here. It's currently not in the slot because, quite frankly, I had to pull it out in order to actually get that other airport card working. You know, the problem with airport on the PowerMac G5 is if you don't have the external antenna, your Wi-Fi range is really crappy. I'm talking a router in the same room will get picked up, but that's about it. So that's kind of shitty. But if you put like a paperclip in the back of the connector, it will actually just work just fine. That was actually pretty odd, but heck. Let's get the acrylic plate back on. And the side panel. Okay. Lock it in place. Put her back on her side. Now we take a look at the back of the machine, and we grab the antenna. Okay, so the Wi-Fi antenna is supposed to go there. Well, I guess it's not really a twist kind of deal. It just sort of hooks in there and stays in there. Oh, that's okay. Of course, the next logical step is to actually test it out. So, let's do that. I'm gonna hook it up and I'll get right back at you. Alrighty, let's boot her up. That sounds good. Let's see if she does anything. Just disconnect that Ethernet really quickly. Because the point is to see if it can actually connect to the wireless networks properly. I'm going to my dad's in about a week and a half for pretty much a full week. So I kind of need to take a machine with me because I don't have anything there, and I actually want a desktop system. So I actually thought about taking my PowerMac G5 there. And I needed to have Wi-Fi there because there's no Ethernet connection there. So if I got this thing working properly, I can actually pay the guy to send it to me. He was like, I don't know, this thing actually still works, so you just gotta, you know, test it out, and if it works, you can just transfer the money to me. I was like, sure, that's cool. Turn airport on. Come on, you son of a bitch. This is actually pretty weird. For some reason, I can't turn airport on. I think it was actually searching for that other card. There we go, now it says it's on. Let me apply. There we go. Oh yes. Take a look at that. Those are all the wireless networks here in the area. Let me connect to my own here. Let's see. That should work. Alright, we got an IP address. Okay, apparently we got internet connectivity, I think. Dropbox hasn't quite caught up yet. Let me open up 10.4 Fox for G5, otherwise known as the web browser. It's taking its time today. It's probably still polling for my network drive, so that's kind of getting in the way of things. Therefore, Fox seems to have a little bit of a problem with airport. That's what I noticed, at least. I suppose the network connection hasn't fully initialized yet, which is kind of weird. You know what? I'm gonna wait for it to catch up. I think there is it just needs to do some network convergence shit or whatever. I'll get back as things get better. And as soon as my camera starts focusing. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, problem solved. It's probably the date and time weren't set correctly, so I wouldn't properly connect to the internet. Now it is smooth as butter, and I can actually browse the internet again, which is kind of cool. There we go. This is a pretty heavy site, so that's all working just fine. Okay, this is pretty cool. I guess Airport is now fully upgraded on my PowerMac G5. As you can see, we got quite a few networks there. Maybe in the country where you're from, this is not much at all, but where I live, this is quite a good range, really. Although it's not really properly. There we go. That's the other network in our house. So it appears that Airport is now properly working. Okay, cool. So that pretty much concludes the update video on my PowerMac G5. I will make an update video if I can get this card working for the PowerMac itself. I gotta first order the cable to connect this thing to the power supply of the PowerMac, because it only has one Molex connector. I have to use a splitter and an extension cord, but apparently I have to use an extension cord with a what is it? This card, the Molex female to floppy connector, pretty much, instead of a Molex 4-pin male. Oh well, I'll get that sorted, and then I'll get that video on the road. But for now, hope you enjoyed this video, and I thank you all for watching.